What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about the next couple days and all of the different things that are going to be happening gaming, as well as actually a TV show. I thought of doing like individual videos, but there's actually so much. I felt like just maybe a hype video, kind of a preview video. You see the background I have here of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I don't know if that's necessarily the most important, but it's definitely a game I've been excited for a couple months now, and the reviews just came out today. I think right now it's got like an 85 on Metacritic, pretty freaking high. People are saying some really good things about it. I was already going to get it anyway. I think they said it's like a 24-hour or like less than 24 hours till the game comes out, so I don't think it comes out tonight. I actually think today it was announced Mafia, the Old Country, you're going to be able to play it basically the night before, like a couple hours before midnight, depending on where you're at in the world. But this game, I think sometime when I wake up tomorrow, I'll have to purchase it and buy it. So that's a game I'm, again, really excited for. New game release, we talked a lot about that. Well, obviously, it's always exciting when a new game comes out, but kind of kickstarting the fall of August of Mafia, and Demon Slayer comes out. Actually, Demon Slayer comes out like the next day on the Friday. For those that do the early access, I think you have to get the deluxe edition for that. So you got Ragebound that comes out tomorrow. You got Demon Slayer that comes out the next day. Demon Slayer's next week as well. I think August 5th, the Tuesday, for those that just do the standard edition. But it's really, everything else. Like tomorrow, now all of a sudden Nintendo drops that they're doing a Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning. Third-party games. I want to put the clown makeup on for Hollow Knight. I think the only reason I wouldn't go super, super hard on that, I think I'll do a video specifically on Hollow Knight on Podcast Now today, but Hollow Knight, it's gone back and forth. Like, it was shown off in the past at Nintendo events. The issue is it was just talked about so confidently and collaboratively, if that's the right word to describe it, with Xbox and that handheld. And we know actually that Hollow Knight is going to Gamescom, and you're going to actually be able to play it. It's going to be a hands-on demo, on like the stage floor. So it doesn't really feel like they would announce the release date at a Nintendo event when they're, and they've been at Microsoft or Xbox events, so it's not like that's never happened. They've been more buddy-buddy with Xbox over even the last little while than Nintendo. I mean, it was in that sizzle reel a couple months ago in a Nintendo Direct, so I don't know. Maybe they don't care. Maybe it doesn't really matter, but I feel like it would be Xbox leaning, and it would probably happen at Gamescom versus tomorrow. But still, Nintendo Direct, and look, it's a third-party one. That does make me a little upset because I am starting to get a little worried about Metroid Prime 4. Obviously, with it being such a heavy focus on third party, doesn't make sense to do any first party. Probably not. And this is a game that's supposed to come out this fall. Like, there's always been these back and forth rumors of like the game's been done for like 3 years. Like, they made the game and they've just been sitting. Maybe Nintendo does do that. They do make games and they sit on it for upwards of like a year and a half. So there were rumors that Metroid was like that, but then there were also rumors that it's actually missed like development milestones and it's actually falling behind and it's not ready. So I don't know. I really want that. When I think about their first party kind of lineup, that's a fall game. I would get Pokemon Legends Z to A. Like, that's going to happen for me and my family. But Metroid is one that I'm just so freaking excited for. And, again, just the fact that it's a third party versus first party, it's probably not happening. But I do, again, I don't know. I don't want to, like, hit the alarm button or get super, super scared. But the concern is there for it. But honestly, regardless of all that stuff, I still think these events are pretty fun. And, with the Switch 2 being newer, more powerful than obviously the Switch 1, I think you just have a bigger potential of X, Y, or Z game that you're maybe not expecting to be Switch compatible, or it'll come out day one, or it'll come out at a later date. There was a tease, a rumor tease a few days ago on like Assassin's Creed. Would they announce Black Flag through a Nintendo Direct? Again, it seems unlikely. It's probably Gamescom, but kind of anything can happen related to third parties. And even if all else fails and we don't get any major surprises, it's still a chance to see, okay, these 10 games that maybe we weren't expecting are coming to the Switch too. Or even some of these games coming out like early next year, maybe they get dates. Maybe, there's still some games that are coming out this fall, and Hollow Knight's one of them, but there's a couple others like Reanimal, and I think to SpongeBob, there's been a lot of rumors that SpongeBob might actually be shown at Nintendo's event, and then also just shown the next day at THQ, which we're about to talk about in a few minutes. So you're probably going to get some THQ thing, I imagine. They'll double down on it just a day later. So that's exciting. And there were rumors of the Nintendo Direct, but obviously it was just announced earlier today. And then Twisted Metal. Now here's one that I like Ragebound, I was excited for, and I was, anticipating all that stuff. Twisted Metal, I was very excited for, but I actually did not pay too much attention to it, where I actually didn't even know that I guess they're breaking up the episodes. So if you know that, or if you care about it, let me just kind of vent about that for a second. Twisted Metal Season 1 freaking rocked, and I really, really liked it. And I've been excited really for Season 2 ever since. I was really hoping they would announce that it was renewed. You never know with Peacock, with like the numbers, like does it have to do astronomically well to get a renewal? It did. Awesome. And then now, obviously, it's coming out tomorrow, and it's going to be something I absolutely try to watch, or I will. I'm not going to try. Do or do not. There is no try. The thing is, I actually thought I had to watch all episodes of it and somehow squeeze that in tomorrow with the Nintendo Direct, with Ninja Gaiden, all of that, and just with normal day-to-day life. That's what I thought was going to happen. But turns out it's only the first 3 episodes. So episodes 1, 2, 3 come out tomorrow. I think every week. I think it's every Thursday, I guess, right? Like August 7th, so on, so on, so on. And it's like episodes 1, 2, 3, and then I think maybe they double. They go like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I think 10, 11, 12. I think there's 12 episodes in all. That last day, the final 3 come out. The other days 2 come out, and then tomorrow 3 come out. So here's the thing, like, television like that, that was more of the norm, like 1 episode a week. Obviously, streaming services have really, like, changed people's expectations of how that stuff works. I'm not a fan of, like, how Wednesday or Stranger Things or Cobra Kai does it, where they release, like, half of it one day, and then they wait, like, 2 months. Cobra Kai wait, like, half a year, and they release. I'm not a fan of that, because I think that's trying to do like a stupid hybrid of like both styles. So Twisted Metal is more of like the original, but there's still 3 episodes and then 2, 2, 2. Bottom line though is I think pretty easily I'll be able to watch all 3 episodes, even if I think they're like hour long. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's only half hour, but hey, 35, 40, 45 minutes, whatever it ends up being. You take 2 hours of the day, you could probably watch all 3 episodes in 2 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes. So I'm actually very thankful that, in a weird way, that is happening. And then, of course, Friday is the THQ event. And, I mentioned SpongeBob. I think that's a big one, the Gothic remake. This is one I will be co-streaming on the channel. I'll be on podcast now on the main channel. I'll be live. We'll watch it. Whether it's SpongeBob's reveal or it's the second time we see it, Gothic remake, hopefully that gets a date. Reanimal, hopefully that gets a date. You can pray to every god in the book for The Last Ronin. I'm hoping, but I don't feel amazing about it. So hopefully Friday brings us some cool stuff from THQ. And this is the kickoff. Next week, Demon Slayer, Mafia: The Old Country, continuing to get Twisted Metal. I think Wednesday releases next Friday-ish, or sometime next week is Wednesday Season 2 Part 1. So we're back. And in the next 2 days, the next 48 hours are going to be very, very busy. I'll try to cover all of it. I do want to review Twisted Metal. I'll probably do that here, reviewing episodes 1, 2, 3. I want to play Ninja Gaiden. I'll do stuff on that. Nintendo Direct, if anything sticks out. Oh, and I completely skipped it. So let me just edit this in even right here. It's okay. It's a free-flowing conversation. My dear God, tomorrow is also the Battlefield reveal, which, there's so many rumors, and I've seen so much leaked gameplay already that I don't think it diminishes, because I think it actually looks really, really good. It's just, okay, I've seen it, I guess, before it became official. So we get the gameplay reveal. There's rumors that there's just going to be like hours of footage that's going to be revealed tomorrow. I imagine they do the release date. I imagine they do the beta dates. Now there's all sorts of rumors of like, there's a closed beta, then there's an open beta, then there's a second open beta. So, that starts tomorrow. It'll definitely, I think, be more exciting than last week. The trailer was good. The reveal trailer was good. But to see it again, multiplayer and like gameplay, right? Maybe multiple hours, maybe content creators do stuff tomorrow too. So we'll get some stuff. And then next week even, we might actually be playing it. Whether you pre-order it, I imagine you have to do something to get into that closed beta. The open beta might quite literally be for anybody, so that should be exciting. So, tomorrow will be more exciting than last week. It's not going to be everything. You're not actually going to get your hands on it, but I think we'll be able to see a good amount. Hopefully it can show off that it's back and better than ever. Battlefield is a brand, and then by next week we could actually be playing it. So that's another one. That's a really big thing, I think, for tomorrow. tomorrow. The Nintendo Direct was like the last part that kind of came in late for tomorrow. Tomorrow's got like 4 things happening. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.